Yo, what's going on? What is the deal? Business. Okay, we working, we working. All right, let's go to profile here and let's get this shared up real quick. Pin that. All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's go over here. Let's share that real quick. Morning, Pat. What's going on? Not the best of days yesterday, truth be told. I ain't gonna lie. At least for my home runs, because man, pin this up a couple places real quick. All right, then. Okay. So, try to make this one quick. Let's not, I'm getting to see if Shadir finally gets drafted. What time that game come on? I mean, what time, come on? What time the draft come on, Pat? Or how many hours you think, whatever the case may be. Or if you don't, do you even know? Don't knock you if you don't know. What's your team, the Cowboys? Oh, 30 minutes? Wow. That will be good enough to get out of here then. Who's your team? Who's your team again? Cowboys? No, Houston. Houston. Who's your team? Who's your team, man? Who's your team? You hate the Cowboys. Damn, what's your NFL team? The Bears for me, you know that, but um, man, I forgot because I was supposed to know. Um, so where are we at here? Okay, sounds good, man. Sounds good to me. Can sounds good to me for sure. Um, right now, what do we got here? We have X amount of games here today. I've gotten two, three. I've gotten because hey, life is gotta do what I gotta do, right? So what I'm gonna end up doing, I'm gonna go through one game with you all, maybe go through two games with you all, right? But I know I'm gonna go through one game and maybe go through two games. Who knows, right? But what I got so far, um, so I wasted a lot of time looking at this New York game, and that one is postponed, whatever the case may be. So Detroit, um, the Detroit Tigers and Baltimore Orioles game, right? See, I had just hits, free strikeouts, and a slip, but my luck the game was postponed due to dead weather. Yeah, for sure. First and foremost, speaking of weather, let's take a look at the weather real quick. That's gone. Boston at Cleveland, a drop of rain is possible, but no delays. It's green. Winds blowing in from left at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Um, Baltimore, Detroit, game one. We got two double headers, right? Game one, cold temps in the 50s, winds blowing out at 10 to 15 miles an hour could help offset that a bit. Cincinnati, Colorado. We could see some rain, especially late, but I think this game is likely fine regardless. Could try to play through any showers or delay or finish later winds blowing out at 10 miles an hour. Um, Philly at Chicago, temps in the 40s, winds blowing in from the left, 10, 15 miles an hour. Great pitching weather. Terrible, in Charles Barkley voice, hitting weather. Um, New York Mets at Washington. He said, "Talk." Jake Anderson said, "Talk louder. You better hurry up and talk louder before he come through this screen." He said, "Talk louder." Here we. Mm, what we got going on here, man? Can you hear me a little bit better now? I'm gonna have to move it closer to me, move my mic closer. Hopefully you can hear better right there. Anybody else got some problems? Let me know, bro. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Um, damn, I hate to see that because that disrupts the flow. Uh, so hopefully this is better. Yeah, I'm definitely. I got him on the list. I got him on the list. So where were we? New York Mets. Worst case scenario here is a late start, and I'm not even sure they will need that. Chicago White Sox and Athletics. Uh, few showers around. I think they play. I think they just play through whatever happens to fall. But there's at least some chance of a delay. I seen that, man. I heard about what was it? What was it? The Boston Bats, right? I think it was the Boston Bats or some shit. I don't think I was gonna play DFS this morning, but I didn't really look. I definitely heard about it. I'll probably look at it after this because I don't plan on being here that long. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of what I got, and I'm gonna get out of here. So game twos here is they fine, man. Winds blowing out, cold for Boston and Detroit and Baltimore. They pretty much the same thing. And then Houston and Kansas City Royals, rain holds south, right? Rain holds south. Uh, and then Tampa Bay Rays and San Diego Padres, low chance of a sprinkle, nothing heavy, heavy enough to matter. And then Pittsburgh and the Dodgers, low chance of a sprinkle, nothing heavy enough to matter, right? So that's what we're looking at for the weather situation right there. Let me close that out. Now, I did go through a few games here. I'll give you guys what I got so far. Some of the later games I hadn't went through them. I will. As soon as I get done with this, I'm gonna drop a ticket in the Dub Club, and then what I come on later on, what I come up with later on, I'll drop that in the Dub Club as well. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, right now, looking at Jackson real quick. Um, so for the Boston and Cleveland game here, um, so how I done things, how I got it set up is like who I really put money on. I do got them to the side over here, and then over here is these guys they um they definitely know what it. I haven't looked at the FanDuel price. I mean, I looked at them. I think it was the Boston guys, but I don't know what's the problem with those prices. But like I said, so starting here, start with the first game here, which would be what. So we got these two games coming on at the same time. I want to say, yeah. So Cleveland, Baltimore, Detroit. So here we go. I have, um, I have, I like Duran leading off. I like that, I like that spot right there for Duran. Sometimes it happens, man. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes it happens, bro. Sometimes it happens. I've seen it happen like 6, 7 years ago where they got people stuck at like price with a price of $50. So it's a typo. It's sometimes it happens. But yeah, we got Jaron Duran here. I didn't bet him yet, right? I didn't bet him yet. But I didn't bet him yet. But I like the spot for him. Henderson, I mean Bregman, uh, for that same game. I took his hits, runs, and RBIs, right? I took his hits, runs, and RBIs, so he's over here for sure. I think he's got a 0% K rate on that pitch mix, so it is what it is, right? Um, Brendan Donovan, the Milwaukee St. Louis game, you know, St. Louis, they're going to play a lot of small ball. They're going to get a lot of hits. They're not going to strike out. Brendan Donovan is one of the best, if not the best hitter on the team. So hits, runs, and RBIs. I couldn't talk you off of it. I had to put him right there because he's definitely going into hits, runs, and RBIs or something like that for sure. Uh, so it is what it is with that situation. Stephen Kwan always in play for a hit. He'll get to a hit parlay or something like that. He'll get to a hit parlay or something like that for sure. Um, Kerry Carpenter, I deserve to put money on him right here, but I just seen the lineup. I was waiting on this lineup to come out. He's leading off, so now I'm probably still gonna have to bet on him. His HRR is probably 1.5 or something like that. With the line over here, it's 8.5. I'm gonna like it, right? I'm gonna have interest in it for sure. So at the end of the day, it is what it is right there. Um, but I did bet. But I did bet over here. I did bet Spencer Torkelson. I took his hits, runs, and RBIs. Thinking about taking him for a bomb, right? He could take his hits all the way up to a bomb. That's fine with me. So Kerry Carpenter, I didn't bet him yet. Soon as I bet him, that's when I'll put him over here. Um, Gunnar Henderson, right? So I could have put I could have put those lefties over here, right? So looking at the lineup, because I wanted to see who's going to be in the lineup. Gunnar Henderson, it was like a toss up between Gunnar Henderson and a few of these lefties, man. Mullins, it was like Mullins and oh 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 some of these lefties, KJ, I call him KJ. So at the end of the day here, I decided I know the one guy that I did bet on was Gunnar Henderson. I took his HRRs, right? His hits, runs, and RBIs, but I couldn't talk you off any of these lefties here. All the lefties look good, but I'm trying to. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't have that feeling. I don't have. I didn't have that feeling, right? Even though Baltimore do hit lefties, we do have an 8.5 over under in this spot, and they do look good. The only ones that really look sexy for me for this Detroit team was Carpenter and Carpenter and Torkelson. So at the end of the day, I would say, versus that pitch mix, the lefties look pretty good, bro. The lefties look pretty good. So I can't talk you off of them. I might get back to some of them. Who knows, right? But it is what it is. Getting back to where we were. Um, so so I did bet Donovan then. All right. So Jorge Soler, um, and Trout, right? So I wanted to bet Trout, and I'm probably still going to bet Trout. What I would say about Jorge Soler and Trout, I think you could take one of them. One of them probably getting ready to go yard, right? Trout went yard yesterday, and daytime and nighttime numbers, Jorge Soler looked better than Trout. But that's like yesterday, Buxton, he had a 45% K rate, went deep, right? So not too much worried about that all the time. But Trout, I thought he was on the list. He's supposed to be on the list. There he is right there. So Trout is on the list, but um, Soler, I'm really thinking about. So what I would look at here, Soler is over here. I took his hits, runs, and RBIs, hoping he's going to be hitting behind Trout, right? Because Trout, they can pitch around him, whatever the case may be. Trout can go yard. Now, if Trout go yard, kind of mucks things up a little bit because he's going to clean up everything else up in front of Soler. But hey, that's the chance I'm gonna take, right? So I did take Soler's hits, runs, and RBIs as you see he's over here. But I do like Trout power numbers. So we'll see what's gonna happen. Um, Lawrence Butler, Brent Rooker, Soderstrom, and whatever else, Jacob Wilson, all these guys are in play, right? Versus Chicago White Sox, um, um, they're in play, bro. I mean, I didn't put neither one of them over there because I didn't bet on them yet, so I'm trying to figure out how I want to do it. Cal Manzardo, right? Cal Manzardo, I like his hits all the way up to a bomb, right? All the way up to a home run. Hits all the way up to a home run. Cal Manzardo. For the White Sox. Now, Jeffrey Springs, he's been walking folks, and he's been pitching his worst to righties, right? So Vaughn does have a bomb off of him this year, and I don't know when. Luis Robert. I almost put him up there, but it just I just couldn't. But don't be surprised if Luis Robert don't take him yard today, right? So, you know, so it is what it is. Righties, because of how bad Springs was looking versus righties, um, the righties could be in play, right? Righties could be in play for righties can be in play for a good day for the White Sox, but I just don't know who. If I had to bet on one, it would be Vaughn. Um, Byron Buxton and and Carlos Correa. They don't look that sexy on pitch mix, but you know, dating back to last year, these guys look really good. You know, dating back to last year, these guys look really good versus this pitch mix. Uh, we do know these guys will strike the fuck out, especially Buxton. But hey, versus Kikuchi. But you know, if you want to fall back off of them, you can fall back off of them. If I was to bet on these guys, I probably would not put these guys in a hit parlay. Carlos Correa or Buxton, especially Buxton. But you know, it is what it is. One thing about I say, man, Buxton, if he go 0 for 5 one day, he's going yard the next day type shit, right? But he did go yard yesterday, so you know, it only takes one swing of the bat. Um, Cincinnati yesterday. Um, Lopez sold me. I took his strikeouts. I took his outs. That shit just he just sold me, right? He sold. So it is what it is, man. And he had more than enough chances. He had 100 pitches. So that's something that, you know, a mental note. I don't know what's up with Lopez right now, but Hunter Green, um, um, uh, Jackson likes the under, man. You know, on his strikeouts and his outs. So, yeah, and of course they add cores. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely could play could play a role in it. But you know me, going against the grain. You know, Jackson told me. He told me he likes the under, but I went on ahead and took the over. Right? I took the over strikeouts for him. I didn't take the over outs. The outs is a little bit juiced up. Maybe I would use the outs at 17.5 as a parlay piece. But I did take the 7.5 strikeouts. Bats. In that ballpark. Uh, so there was one bat that I couldn't pull up on Jackson, right? And it was excuse me, it was Doyle, right? So Doyle, I like Doyle. Out of all these bats, I like Doyle, right? These guys got a high K rate, but all these bats are like Doyle. But here, Cincinnati, Gavin, I don't know where to rank these guys at, how to rank these guys. I mean, TJ Friedel, anybody can go yard in this ballpark. Now, keep that in mind. Anybody can go yard in this ballpark. TJ Friedel looked good, average wise. Matt McClain, his power numbers is there. Don't be surprised if he goes yard. Deli Cruz will strike the fuck out. But other than that, all the rest of this stuff looked really good. So you know he's in play for that. Austin Hayes definitely in play. Gavin Lux looked really good at times, and a lot of times. At one time he had a batting average of 400 when I was clicking through Game Day Insights. Jay Fraley looked good at some spots. Just remember, this is Cincinnati. I mean, this is Colorado, right? So, you know, it is what it is. Cincinnati, you could look at him for some hits allowed. 5.5, but it's sitting at 6.5, right? It's 5.5 was probably a lot, right? At home, but, you know, favorite bats would probably be, if I had to take one bat from each team, would be Gavin Lux, Doyle. But I probably won't even mess with any of these Colorado bats. You're probably gonna get a decent number for going up against Hunter Green. Anybody in this team, I don't give a fuck. Trevino Steer, I don't care. Amador, whoever the fuck that is, anybody can go yard in this ballpark, bro. Anybody. Okay. So rewinding back to where we were. Um, Yep. And I had McLean, Ellie De La Cruz, Friedel, and Hayes and Hunter Green strikeouts. Those guys, I mean, hit parlays, whatever case may be, I couldn't talk you off of it, right? So that's as far as I've gotten. Let me refresh the lineup page just to see if I got anything interesting that came out with these lineups. Let's see. Boston and Clint, Bregman, Detroit. Um, oh, Solaire's leading off. I wanted him behind Trout. So, truth be told, I'm taking Solaire and I'm taking Mike Trout for a bomb. I ain't even gonna sit up here and tell you anything different, bro. Uh, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Donovan, I really like Donovan. All right, so remember that we looked at the weather. It said it's bad hitting weather here, right? So take what you want to take from that situation. We got Ben Brown, we got Lazardo, and then we also have a over under 7 runs. You can take what you want. I'm not looking at the bats. I'm not. So what? The weather here. I want to take a look at these. This here. This is what I want to take a look at. When I looked at the projected lineups, the New York Mets had a projected 5.5 run total here, right? They had a 5.5 run total here. I'll look at this game, show you guys the process. Whoever is new, if somebody's been new to the channel or whatever, show you guys the process. Look at these games, and then I'm getting out of here. As you all know, that we do have a new update here, the Game Day Insight. So I'm gonna go over here, Game Day Insights. Go over to the Washington Nationals and New York Mets game. And as you see, we have Brad Lord and we have Clay Holmes, right? In general, here I got us filtered to this year, last 29 days, right? So, um, okay, let me see something here. Mm. All right, let's look at the lefties, right? For let's get straight to it and look at the lefties for New York New York Mets, right? He's throwing that fastball 68% of the time. Sinker, slider. Okay. Damn, this lower kid is a what? Righty. Mm. Boy's about to get ready to leave out the door at about 11, 12:30 or 1, going to Chicago. 68% on that fastball. All right, let's see. Lindor, I like Lindor. Off the back, I like Lindor. I mean, he's batting 250, and isolated power could be up. He does have 3 extra base hits. He does have a bomb, but the exit velo, barrel rate, hard hit percentage, and fly ball looks good. He could be turning the corner, and most of all, he's not striking out. He'll be leading off, so I couldn't talk you off Lindor. That's just on that fastball alone for the simple fact that he's throwing that fastball 68% of the time. So that's how we're looking at. That's what I'm looking at right now. He's busting down that fastball. If I, what was that? What time did that game come on? That's a day game. I could call it a day game. Power numbers ain't there, but he looks pretty good. Got 0% K rate on that fastball. Um, Let me get the rest of the pictures in there. Sinker slider. If you want to, Sonny. I'm gonna make this quick call real quick. Trey, you said you was looking at Soto. Let me see. This motherfucker ain't got his phone on him. Hey, Sonny. Hey, come here. He sold me yesterday, bro. He sold me yesterday. What y'all doing, man? Huh? What's y'all don't want him to cut y'all here? Y'all want to go to another place? That'll be probably next week sometime. Yeah, I see. What's she at? Sleep? See what she want to do. Ask her, do she want to try? She sleep still? She sleep still? If he head this way, he gonna head this way. I mean, he gonna head this way. If I tell him to come on, y'all want to go to the other barber? Y'all want him? You want a haircut now? Go up there and see if she up, man. Take your phone up there and call me, man. Y'all got 2 hours before y'all hit the road. What was I throwing up here? The rest of the pictures here. Um, uh, yeah, hello. Yeah, get to us. Yeah, that's what you want me to. Yeah, you want him to slide over to cut it or no? Cut the hair. I'm trying to see because if you don't want him to get it cut or you think it's gonna cut into your time, then all right. Let me see if he gonna. All right, let him know. Mm. Yeah, you can come on. All right. Well, 1, 2, sinker slider. Hey, Sonny. Right. So you know you got to go ahead and get it together, fam. You finna get cut or no? All right. Well, you know what you do. You know what you got to do. You need to be doing that now. Lindor. Uh, Lindor looks pretty good. Nemo looks good. I couldn't talk you off Soto. Look at that shit. He's 3 for 33 versus pitch mix. But I mean, that's crazy. K percentage is down. The walk percentage is up. What are you doing? No barrel rate. But Lindor, Nemo, and you know, I've been man, yesterday I hit the I took the hits runs and RBIs for whoever that was behind us Alonzo. Those guys been benefiting, you know. So at the end of the day here, I mean you got Winker there, you got Nemo, you got Lindor. Lindor and Nemo probably look like the guys from the lefties here. Just want to see what the lineup's gonna look like when they come out. Hard hit percentage is up. Lindor's fly ball is up. He has 6 extra base hits, 2 home runs. I can take a look at his game log and see what he was doing. Line out, 93 exit velo line out, ground out, a walk, fly out, strikeout, bomb, a strikeout, fielder's choice single, bomb, fly out, fly out, single, single, single. So yeah, like right here, it's a lot of green on the exit velo from right here on up. So they're letting you know he's been hitting the ball a little bit hard. You know what I'm saying? He's been hitting the ball hard. Say, yeah, he had me sweating last night, but I think he cashed early, hopefully. Hope so, bro. Hope so. We're gonna really look at them real quick. So Lindor, let me take a look at Brandon Nemo's exit velo logs. Um, Line out single, 106, 106, 105, strikeout single, ground out, single, ground out, fly out, single, double, ground out, fly out. It's been a while since he's hit a bomb. One bomb. Last bomb off this pitch mix he hit was on March 31st. Okay. Um, I didn't look at the what would it be? What would it be considered? Daytime? I'll take a chance on daytime. 6 for 18 for Lindor. Nemo 5 for 13 in the daytime. Isolated powers up for Francisco, not up for Lindor. Yeah, Lindor, 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 Lindor. What's the projected lineup? I would Lindor if Lindor can get on. I wouldn't even. I don't even mind Nemo coming behind. You know Soto and Lonzo at least for HRRs. Keep in mind they already projected. They already projected for a 5.5 run total, right? So just keep that in mind. Looking at the team props here, um, uh, New York Mets 5.5 run total already, right? So we expect them to put up runs here. Okay, so truth be told, I'm getting ready to look at these righties. All these motherfuckers gonna be end up being in play anywhere it go. So you know what I'm saying. This is where you want. This is where you want your hits runs and RBIs at. Where you expect to be traffic. You know what I'm saying on the basis. So we'll look at Clay Holmes, right? No, we'll look at these righties. I'm sorry. We'll look at these right hand batters. And what was he throwing to righties? Uh, Fastball, sinker, slider. Same thing, right? Same thing. Fastball, sinker, sinker, slider. Same thing. Pete Alonso, I know his power numbers and everything are up. Flick the bat still. Mark Vientos, Tyrone Taylor, corner. Mm, Vientos, isolated powers up. Pete Alonso ISO is up. Pete Alonso 9 extra base hits, 4 home runs, barrel 25%, hard hit percentage is up. Torrance, damn, 6.5 hard hit percentage there. K percentage is down for Vientos and Alonso. So like that 1 through 5, man. One, Vientos, Nemo, Alonso, Soto, Lindor. That 1 through 5 look like they're gonna get busy today. They look like they're gonna get busy today. Um, so interesting. Let me flick a day filter on that quick. Two of Alonso bombs came in the daytime versus this pitch mix. Okay. Let me check them logs. Alonso logs. 99 ground out, 97 double, 88 pop out, strikeout, 113, damn, 114 double, 102 single, fly outs, single, triple, ground out, single, double, line out, home run, walk, single. Yeah, yeah, he's hitting the ball hard as fuck. Um, okay. So I'll be looking at Alonzo. Sure, the first five batters come up there. I'm gonna see what the lineups gonna look like, and then we can get busy from there. Straight up. 50% ground ball rate, 30% K rate. Hasn't given up any bombs. Only went past 6 innings once. Strikeouts been there for him. What is his strikeouts? Let's see. Right hand pitching here. Washington, 105 WRC plus with a 19% K rate. Washington. Um, how about hmm. Oh yeah, let's see. Team offensive rates, K rates. Hmm. Okay. Well, let me flip it to Washington real quick. Take a look at these guys, then I gotta bounce. Uh don't think I'll be wanting to get to any of these guys, but sinker, slider, sweeper. Who doesn't like a sinker though? Sinker. I don't look at these guys righties though. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm looking at their lefties. Let me. Sinker, changeup, slider, fastball. Sinker, changeup, slider, fastball. So James Wood, he's got a bomb off this pitch mix here. I mean, off the sinker. Nathaniel Lowe was 5 for 9 for that sinker, bro. Who everybody loves sinker, man. Straight up. Luis Garcia. Mm, damn. Fly ball could be down some, but the hard hit is up for a lot of these guys when it comes to this sequence. I forgot CJ Abrams is back. I forgot that. Shit. Josh Bell. Hmm. What was it? Sinker, changeup, slider, fastball. Damn. James Wood, bro. Look at that shit. Uh 378, 486 ISO, 8 extra base hits, 5 home runs. Wow. He's been on oh shit. He's been on a tear. Look at that. Single home run, double, single, double. Jesus Christ. Single, home run, double, single, double. He's on one. Ground out, walk, ground out, bomb, single, ground out, bomb. Fielder's choice. Strikeout, strikeout, walk, 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 fly out, single, ground out, bomb. Mm, 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 mm. Nathaniel Lowe, Kyber Ruiz, he don't strike out. None of their strikeout rates, except for C.J. Abrams, is up like that. I don't know, man. Clay Holmes got that shit, but we'll see. What is Clay Holmes' strikeout rate towards lefties, though? Let's see what that do. Damn, just about the same. 28% to lefties. Shoo. Hmm, I guess. Whatever. Career. He struck out more righties in his career than he does lefties, though. Boy, Washington been they've been pesky. We'll see what's gonna happen. You'll get a team total Washington at 3.5. You can look at the over or whatever you want to do, right? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they got enough. I don't know if they got enough. I don't know if it's sexy enough for me. So, with that being said, I don't know if I'm gonna bet on any one of these guys, but boy, if it is, it would be if I do, it would be James Wood and Nathaniel Lowe. Those would be the guys that I would be betting on if I did. You know, versus this pitch mix, Nathaniel Lowe is batting 438. He's playing like every day, right? James Woods batting 378 with all the power. You know, James Wood got 5 bombs, and Nathaniel Lowe's got 2. So it is what it is, right? Let me hit the daytime switch on this one because I consider this game a day game. Nathaniel Lowe batting 417. Kyber Ruiz 4 for 11. Garcia 4 for 11. Bell 4 for 14. Wood 4 for 15 with a bomb. Exit velo logs. Hard hit percentage is up for Nathaniel Lowe. This is crazy. 11% K rate. So if I'm looking for a hit, it'd probably be a low, right? Daytime, he's still no drop offs for him in the daytime. So let me add these guys over here. Well, from this game, so let me ask. Let's see, let me check with Jackson here. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna get the top home run plays from Jackson. Give me the top home run plays today. And while he's cooking that up, that last game we just looked at, truth be told, if I had to take one bat from here, it would probably be Lindor on the count of the pitching, right? The bad pitching, stuff like that. So I'm definitely looking at Lindor. Uh, but I like the 1 through 5 here. I like the 1 through 5. Just hadn't added anybody. If I had to take one person for a hit over here, it would be Nate Lowe, right? It would be Nate Lowe, and followed by Wood, right? Yeah, followed by Wood. Yep, yep. But hey, man, this is a projected lineup. Anything can happen today. Let's see what we come up with. Jordan, Judge, Rooker, Buxton, Olson. One quick look at the bats. Man, where you going? We going to IHOP. Me and Nuti. We is. Me and my daughter. Yes, ma'am. Um, dang. So I left them bats. I left them. I lost them bats. I lost them bats. I lost them bats. Hmm. Dang. I lost them bats. I should just put them all over here. All right. So bats that I put money on: Spencer Torkelson, Gunnar Henderson, Cal Manzardo, uh, Hunter Green, over outs, over strikeouts. Outs going to be a parlay piece. Bregman hits, runs, and RBIs. Soler hits, runs, and RBIs all the way up to a bomb. Brendan Donovan hits, runs, and RBIs. And like I said, Manzardo hits, runs, and RBIs. Henderson hits, runs, and RBIs. And Spencer Torkinson hits, runs, and RBIs all the way up to a bomb. Um, the first five bats here, if they come out like this, I like them all. Truth be told, um, uh, Duran, Quan, Kerry Carpenter, the lefties for Baltimore, and Byron Buxton in career. I would bet them straight, but both of these guys can go bomb. I'm gonna take Soler. I'm gonna take Trout for a bomb. Doyle, the whole, I mean, Lux, Hayes, McLean, Dela Cruz, TJ Friedel. I don't know who I like the most. Maybe Lux, but I can do a hit parlay here. Remember, this ballpark is definitely gives runs up. If I had to take one bat from Colorado, it would be Doyle. Um, Butler, Rooker, Soderstrom, Jacob Wilson. Um, I didn't look at this Cubs game, and that's it, bro. That's it, man. That's it. I'll be looking at the rest of these games, and I'll be pumping out lines in the Dub Club, guys. Peace out, man. Peace.